The Move is a relatively minimalistic looking card, of whose true form is only ever shown upon the card. The kanji character at the top of this card is Utsuri, meaning change, shift, or move in Japanese. The image is somewhat similar to a previous card, that of the float, in terms of the strange chalice-like basket of which is held afloat in the centre of the card. This time, the item is held by 12 strings attached to a pair of wings. In the story, this card is of a mischievous nature, and its chief ability is to move objects in a fashion similar to teleportation. However, it can only move small objects, such as stationery or books, and indeed it is first found in a library, suggesting an association with knowledge, of which we will return to later in the video. Though the card may seem to lack some of the symbolism shown on other Clow cards, it shows a subtle yet central theme, which shows up frequently in the New Thought movements, often marketed as law of attraction or popularised by books such as The Secret. If we first look at the chalice-like image to represent a kind of holy grail, similar to how I described it on the float video, we can see that the grail is said to be filled with the divine elixir of life, connected with the Eucharist, the taking in of that divine elixir into oneself, and therefore related to higher levels of consciousness. The cup picture could therefore be the body, the physical shell of which our consciousness inhabits. We can perhaps see this echoed in the strange pattern upon the surface here, showing 4 distinct corners, or even limbs if we take the shining orb as the head of the body, and therefore reminiscent of a shining consciousness in the centre of our physical shell. This is the fourfold nature of man, our physical bodies, etheric bodies, astral and higher essence. In the Holy Kabbalah, man is divided into 4 aspects and is said to be a mirror of the universe, similar to the aforementioned microcosm and macrocosm idea in occultism. The first of these quadrants is Neshama, or the breath of spirit, similar to the concept of life being literally breathed into us. This is followed by Ruah, another kind of breath, that of our spiritual life of which leads us towards the divine. The third section is Nefesh, or vital breath, connected with the nourishing and preserving of our physical bodies. And finally, the inscrutable and unknowable supernal soul, sometimes known as the Surah, and similar to the Greek word monas, meaning oneness. When we are filled with inspiration, the divine essence poured therefore into the cup of the body, the aforementioned New Thought ideas suggest that things begin to move. And just as with the card, these are often small and subtle things. Also like the card, these movements may appear to us as inconvenient at the time, only to reveal themselves as leading us towards our desired manifestation at a later date. The cup of the body is attached to the wings, suggesting of a raising of vibration, and they are attached via 12 strings, of which here could symbolise a passage through the universe as seen by the 12 signs of the zodiac. So, as Esther Hicks states via Abraham, to reach for a better feeling thought is to move or shift our perception and consciousness onto a new focus. Things will begin to move and show up in our lives as if they suddenly appeared by coincidence or chance. Indeed, coincidences are known as puns of destiny by the journalist Arthur Koestler, and a wonderful example of this movement is the Library Angel, bringing us back to the space of where the Move card was originally found. The Library Angel is a term used to describe a phenomena wherein the right book or reference suddenly presents itself, often as the seeker is merely wandering through the aisles, almost as if an unseen hand had led them straight to the book of which they knew that they needed. Many people have experienced this strange occurrence, such as the exact book they were thinking about, showing up at the very top of a pile, as if somehow waiting for them to arrive. To draw the move card is to invoke such sensations and to remind us of the interesting puns of the universe which move in the space of our own lives. It reminds us that by a subtle shift or movement in our perception or perspective, we may begin to move things in the space of our physical world to anticipate a better result in the making. Whether we decide to interpret this as a mystical notion akin to the law of attraction, or as a function of our psyche, which can either help or hinder us depending upon our own state, is up to the individual. But it only takes a subtle movement of the things around us to result in profound changes to our mood, and therefore to our world.